Oh, yeah.
What is good?
Kyle.
Yeah, man.
Well, you're here, you're sitting on the other end now.
Indeed.
How does it feel?
Feels great. My glasses are even fogging up. It was, very hot vibes up there. We're out here, we're doing the things.
Sick.
Yeah, nice back-to-back with Toby. Yeah, we just,
dude.
blended off each other, mixed and did the thing. So,
Okay.
big vibes.
Yeah, weird, dude. So, yeah, I mean, it's, another founding member is now on the other side of the couch.
Indeed.
It's a question I've asked a few of us now.
Mm-hmm.
What is it about Sanctuary that makes it cool compared to other parties?
I think we all thought long and hard about what a real fun, great experience that you'd want from a rave. And I think we pretty much bring all of that into it. And when I think about what Sanctuary is, to me it's a matter of just pure fun, pure community, pure good vibes. That is what I feel that we bring. And that is why I feel that Sanctuary has the greatest soft spot in my heart, because that's exactly what I know we bring. Because for me, it's not about a good set or anything like that. It's the culmination of everything. Trying to give someone a good experience that they can go home and say, I've had the greatest night of my life. That's what it's all about.
Yes, dude. Okay, you nailed it. That is the Sanctuary vibe, dude.
For sure.
It's what we do here.
Mm-hmm.
So,
no doubt,
okay.
no doubt.
So, now to ease into a little bit. So, question 1. Okay, so, you're up there, everyone is frothing, ready to go. What is your go-to tune to get the crowd hyped?
Oof, okay. There's a few. There's always been a few. But for me, it has to be Metric, Cadence VIP.
Yo, dude.
That for me will always be the ultimate tune. And I don't know. This is everything about the tune. Because I think more it is this anticipation of me waiting for that tune to be released for years. And then knowing that when it dropped, I was like, as soon as you drop that tune, people lose their shit, dude.
Yeah.
That is the tune. For me, that's always the tune.
Okay,
Done. Party starter.
100%.
Done.
Okay. In a zombie apocalypse, right? It's breaking out during your set. You're on the decks. Brain-eating O's are coming and chowing other O's, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Who is the first one of your mates that you would team up with first?
Sure.
Oh no. Oy.
Yeah, I don't even know. There's so many. I think right now I'd probably choose Sam Boza,
Okay.
aka Endeavor. And the reason is because he's my neighbor. We live together. We can gather all our things, quick, fast, do the things, and mission out. And I think purely that is the proper reason why I choose it.
It's cool that you say Sam, dude, because your energies are very similar. You got this positive vibe that keeps going.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, you two combined.
Done.
The fact that you live
We'll survive any zombie apocalypse.
Yeah.
I've got a weapon right here that I'm holding. Everywhere.
Okay, I think that's 100% legit.
Done.
Okay, so you've been playing for a long time.
Yes. Almost 10 years. 10 years this year.
10 years.
Next month. Cool.
I mean, are you doing anything crazy special? Are you doing anything cool?
Well, I'm hosting a Donny Basco and Friends. That's going to be literally around 3 days after the anniversary. It just so happened that it is that day. But
okay.
Yeah, it's happening. And
sick.
Yeah, I don't know. For me, it's something very personal. But obviously, it's something I have to share with everyone because it's obviously what I do for 10 years. But I've been very introspective lately about this journey and where it's taken me. And yeah, just, for me, this is only the beginning, to be fair. I just want to do everything. So yeah,
Is there a time when you just felt did you always feel it was something you just wanted to do?
Yeah, I always loved music. Music was just always a part of me, but I was a very late bloomer in the sense of me actually wanting to DJ, because I'd always go to clubs, and it actually started with commercial clubs, funny enough. I would actually start going to all these hip hop clubs, all these vibes, and it was always great. But the one thing that used to irritate me was the DJ would be mixing in a tune every 30 seconds. And I'd be like, bro, I just want to enjoy this music.
Yeah.
So I went home, and eventually I was like, okay, cool. I'm going to go buy myself a little controller, taught myself how to DJ, and actually realized that it's a lot harder than you're thinking. Yeah.
I thought you were about to go with it's more simpler.
No. I think nowadays, the barrier of entry is very low nowadays, because obviously there's tools like the sync button and all of these things. But to beat match a song in the same BPM is actually not the most difficult thing, to be fair. Like, a lot of people can do that. You can learn the basics of DJing in a day, arguably, if you were serious about it.
Okay.
So yeah, but where were we going with that? Oh yes, so I started going to these clubs, started mixing, and yeah, I was actually 26 years old when I played my first gig. Yeah.
Yo.
That was
wow.
10 years
And where
ago.
was that?
That was at a place called Gin in Greenside.
Oh,
no
yes.
longer even exists. That's how long ago we talking. Like, yeah. But like, it was actually for like this DJ competition thing, and it was actually crazy is I got to meet like so many industry friends. Like, we're talking like Krusty and DJ Shapeshifter, like Right Boy Supernova, like that was his name back then. Like now, yeah, dude, he's done so much since then. But like, dude, yeah, it was mad. I met so many people, we did all the things, and yeah, it was a very slow course, don't get me wrong. I think it took like a year before I actually got my first like paid gig. And then it was like another year until I got my second paid gig.
Oh, yes.
So like the gates were very closed back then. It was a very different time. Like, I always give props to the people who put me on, no doubt, but like it was a very different industry back then. Nowadays there's parties popping up every single weekend, multiple even, and anyone that's serious about DJing can be regularly playing very often.
Okay.
But like, yeah, at least that's the case. But for me back then, yeah, it was very difficult.
Yeah, it was tough there.
It was a difficult thing, but I pressed
tough.
on, I did the things, and yeah, I mean, 10 years
here we
in,
are.
we're out here, bro. So,
What a journey.
mhm.
Oh yeah. And with that, you know, you've seen some things.
I've
So, like-
seen a lot of things.
What is the most embarrassing thing that's happened to you while performing on stage?
Oof. I think just not being prepared enough is definitely like a thing. I think one of the most embarrassing things is pressing Q on the wrong deck and the song resets.
Classic.
Obviously. So yeah, that's I think definitely one of the worst things. But the thing is just not being prepared enough. You go in not being your best self, and obviously that translates to your performance and how the crowd is viewing everything. And the
Yeah.
crowd can even still say like that was a good set, that was a vibe, but like internally you know you didn't give your best. And for me, that is never a position I want to be in. Like when I go out there, I want to know like I'm going to deliver, I'm going to give people a good time. That is my highest priority. So
Okay, aware. Okay, so how did it feel representing Joburg at Liquidity in Cape Town?
wow, that's a very good question, because you know when I got that booking, it warmed my heart. And I think it's such a weird thing, because I think in Joburg we're so blessed because we have so many events. We are like popping off all the time, and I'm not slighting any other community or any other scene or whatever, but we're just in such a great position that for Joburg DJs to actually get booked in Cape Town is a very difficult thing. It doesn't
Yeah.
happen as often as people think. The reason being is Cape Town DJs are obviously also so hungry for these events because there's not that many. So
Yeah.
why would a promoter book a Joburg DJ? Because there's obviously so much talent that's already there.
Yeah.
So for me, when I got that booking, I felt so honored. And like, yeah, I just, I put my heart and soul into that set. I knew I had like an early daytime vibe, and like the good thing is I love like playing the daytime flavors.
Yeah.
So for me, it's like, even though I'm known for like the peak time vibes or whatever the case may be, I like got a daytime slot, and I played my heart out, I did the things, and I had the absolute best time. Like, for me, representing Joburg was the most important aspect of that performance. When I got off the decks, I wanted people to say, hey, look at what Joburg can deliver. And don't get me wrong, obviously, like, Joburg people are still playing all the time, but we out here, you know,
Yeah,
do the things, and
okay.
you got to represent for home.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
yeah.
Okay, that puts it on. Oh yeah, the most exciting part of your DJ career so far? Is there like a particular point, or is there maybe like a particular party or a vibe or something?
For me, it's a difficult one to answer, because I think it comes in stages. For me, it's always like there's different types of highlights. So for me, I think the biggest point of my career at that point was when I got booked for the first Smoking Dragon that I played. This was the Electric Jungle when Church actually took it over, funny enough. Like back then I was just started DJing, and it was actually like Church that put me on that event. And after that set, my career just went to another level.
Okay.
And then from there I just started doing more and more things. So for me, every highlight just replaces another one. So after that, obviously there were different experiences, getting to play like bigger events and all of these things, to the point that I even did Liquidity now. Like for me, that is such a highlight. Definitely, I'm not sure what else can top that.
Yeah.
But for me, on another side of things is the promoter aspect. Like obviously with Sanctuary, dude, like this is my heart, this
Yeah.
is what we do.
Yeah.
But alternatively also I do like Donny Basco Friends and things like that. So for me, other highlights now would be like I'm co-hosting a Melee Pop stage. Like that to me is insane. That's happening next week.
I mean, that's a
So-
primo tour, dude.
Yes, so that's happening. And then I'm also doing like a Smoking Dragon Easter takeover as well. So for me, and it's like, it's not like DJing necessarily, but it's just the fact that I am in a position now to not only play, but get some friends on and just do what we love is, to me, that is a big highlight.
Okay.
100%.
So getting the homies on board, being like,
Yes.
guys, we're here for the community. It's the most important
Yes.
thing.
For
we
me, that is always it. Community first. We eat together, bro.
have.
That is what we
the
do.
same table.
100%.
No square table. round
Exactly.
table.
This is how we
Dope.
roll. Done.
Okay, and we've asked this next question to a few people now.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
To sync or not to sync?
Yeah. So a lot of people accuse me of being very diplomatic because I always have to have a very complicated answer.
Okay.
Personally, I say no sync, right? However, sync has its uses. And I will say this. When you think of different things of what you're doing, right? So if I'm a DJ, I'm beat matching A, song B, boom. You don't need to beat match. It's sync because you can beat match. It's not
Yeah.
that difficult. But if you're a performance style DJ and you're doing like 4 decks at once and you're like going like crazy tempo changes and all of these things, sync can be a tool to help you achieve that, and it just makes your job easier. If you already know how to beat match, why add that extra struggle of doing like multiple deck mixing
Yeah.
when you want to do some crazy stuff? I'm thinking of people like James Hype, not accusing him of using sync, I don't even know if he does, but I'm just saying if people like that used sync, to me it wouldn't be the end of the world.
Yeah.
But I think the fundamentals of DJing are super important. Never use sync like when you're just mixing like, I don't know, like random 2 deck style. Why would you need to do that? And if you do that and you never learn the basics and then you start train wrecking because you've never learned the basics, that is only doing a disservice to yourself and to the crowd.
Yeah.
So that's why personally no sync. But if you're doing other crazy things, you can go sync
Oh, yeah.
for sure.
Okay. Diplomatic answer.
Indeed.
But we're going to settle on no sync.
No sync.
Okay,
Yes.
okay.
Facts. Done.
Carl, Donny Basco, thanks so much for that epic interview.
Anytime.
Thanks so much for the dope sets.
Yes. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, no,
Yes.
it's so funny, dude, because we're the people, dude.
We out here.